to become a professional boxer?
A professional boxer.
Yeah.
Honestly, at first I was just trying to lose weight. I was a really chubby kid growing up.
Wow.
And then once I started losing weight, I got in more and more into it. And then a coach picked up on that I was putting in the work. So him being there for me, like he was into me like this. Like he'll hold the bag for me while I would punch it, and just seeing him care so much for me made me want to go out there and like keep pursuing boxing and stuff.
Wow. Can you say something?
David Picazo.
Okay.
He's good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Ready?
Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to TMTV 2020. And here with me today, I have, somebody special guest in the house.
David Picazo, fighting out of Oklahoma City.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Are you from Oklahoma City?
I'm from Coahuila, Mexico.
Okay, Mexico?
Yeah, came down to Mesquite, Texas when I was 6 years old. Grew up there, basically, finished high school and everything. I just moved to Oklahoma like 4 years ago.
Wow, that's good. You liking it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I like how it's growing.
That's what's up. To start with, what inspired you to become a professional boxer?
A professional boxer.
Yeah.
Honestly, at first I was just trying to lose weight. I was a really chubby kid growing up.
Wow.
And then once I started losing weight, I got in more and more into it. And then a coach picked up on that I was putting in the work. So him being there for me, like he was into me like this. Like he'll hold the bag for me while I would punch it, and just seeing him care so much for me made me want to go out there and like keep pursuing boxing and stuff.
Wow.
So that's honestly what made me fall in love with it.
How long was that? How long ago was that?
Oh man, it was like that was back in the day when I started. I was 15.
Wow.
So it was. I'm 25 right now, so yeah, like 10 years ago.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Growing up, right? Do you have any boxing idol, like somebody that influenced you?
No, not really. It's because I didn't grow up watching boxing.
Wow.
I started watching boxing once that coach I was telling you about, he would tell me like, hey, look into this fighter, look into that fighter, and that's what made me pick up a little bit in boxing. Yeah, I was never really into sports, like watching sports. I was more into like just playing sports. I was more like
dedication
athletic.
speaks for you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
You put in that
Thank you.
work.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Thank
Because
you.
I remember your last two fights. They didn't last one round.
It was the knockouts.
Yeah, twice,
man.
back to back.
Yeah, it's because I got really into boxing. I feel like now is the time for me to either go all in or nothing, man.
Wow.
So yeah.
Do you have any memorable fight that you felt like, man, I can't forget this fight?
I think it would be my first loss, man.
First loss?
Yeah, my first loss. That was horrible.
So what made that special to you?
I guess because I was already done with boxing, honestly. I fought once pro, and then I said, you know what, that's it for me. I want to settle down, start my family. I had just recently married.
Okay.
And my wife got pregnant, so I was like, yeah, that's it for me, you know? But then that is like that animal inside of you that...
You want to let it out.
Yeah, that wouldn't. So I decided to hop back in there, got back in shape, and the fight was just special to me because it was a really dog fight, you know.
Dog
We're
fight.
going at it.
Bang bang.
Yeah, and
Where was he at?
what was it?
Yeah.
I think it was like in 2020.
Is he in Oklahoma or?
Yeah, it was at the farmer's market.
Wow, farmer's market?
Yeah,
Wow.
but it was the most special fight for me, I guess, because in the second round I broke my thumb. I still have the scar right here with me. I broke it.
So how did you pull off the fight? How many rounds? 4 rounds.
It was
right?
4 rounds.
How did you pull it off?
We made it through the whole fight. I don't even know how I did it. I remember just going back to my corner and I told my coach, I was like, take off the glove. I know something's wrong. And he was telling me, Coach Vicente, he was all like, if I take it off, they're gonna disqualify you. Are you sure? But I was like, man, just let me push through.
Wow.
I made it all 4 rounds, but man, I know if I wouldn't have broken my hand, I would have won that fight for sure. Yeah.
You look like a Vegas fighter, dog.
Yeah, because
you don't look like Oklahoma fighters. You're in shape and you're very quick with it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So can you describe your typical day of your training?
My typical day, back then, like I want to say a year ago, it was wake up and hit weights. I fell in love with doing weights. And then I'll go work, and then I'll come to the boxing gym. But now, I wanted to be more into boxing now, so I stopped doing weights.
I was about to say that. Weight don't count.
Yeah,
you gotta be quick, because weights makes your body stiff.
It makes you a little bit more stiff. So, but I like how it would tone my body. I like how it looks.
If it's not heavy weight, like your weight, you don't need too much weight.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to be able to
move around. Yeah, so I started going run in the mornings, and then I'll go to work, and straight from work I'll come down here. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I go in at 7 and get off at 5:30.
Wow.
So I'm in the sun all day, and I still come in here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you balance the mental and the physical part of fighting?
Mental, physical.
Because it's tough. You have to.
Oh yeah, it's real tough.
You could be good physically, but mentally for you to be able to. Yeah.
I try not to think too much about it, man. Because if I start thinking about it too much, it gets to me real fast. Now that I have 2 kids, it's harder. I'll get more like sentimental. Like I'm not spending time with them, and so I try not to think that much about it. I try to focus just on this for now, because I know there's gonna be a time when eventually I'm gonna have to retire. So I want to make as many memories as possible. Yeah.
So what's the most challenging part of preparation for the fight?
It's
cutting weight?
No, it's not weight. I feel like weight hasn't been an issue for me. It's mostly like you said, the mentalness.
The mental.
Yeah, trying to stick to the dedication part. You know, coming in every day.
Wow.
And putting in the same amount of effort every day. Wow. You know, you can't come in here half-assing it. You know, you have to be fully ready for it.
Do you study your opponent when you have a fight coming up? Like, oh, you know the name, you go on the Google, YouTube to see how you fight. Do you do that too?
I'll look at his pictures. You know, I want to see how he looks. I try not
Scary?
to look too much into. Yeah, I try not to look too much into his fights because they'll get to me.
Get
you
to
know.
you? Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be like, I'd rather go in there and
Just
do
do
my
your
own thing.
thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's only 4 rounds, so I can't really come up with a good game plan. You know.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. Let's take a break a little bit. Give me your top 5 boxers of all time, man.
My top 5 boxers. For sure, it's gonna be Lomachenko,
Oh, nice.
Errol Spence, Canelo.
Errol Spence?
Yeah, I like Errol Spence. He's from Texas, man.
You gotta tell him to come back, cause
Yeah.
he's been away for like too long. Man.
Yeah, I mean, he made some good money, so.
Yeah, you're
that's
right.
what
You're
got
right.
to him.
You're right.
But he put Texas in the map for sure.
That's what's up.
Who is Virgil Ortiz, and
Okay, that's
he's also
sweet.
from Texas too.
Yeah. Virgil is from Texas, right?
Yeah, Grand Prairie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Grand
I remember I would see him.
The other guy is from Kansas. The other Ortiz.
Yeah, he's
Victor
from,
Ortiz, yeah.
Victor Ortiz. Yeah, he's from
Victor.
Kansas.
Yeah.
Virgil is from Texas. I remember seeing him fight at Golden Gloves. I didn't know who he was at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, he fought my sparring partner.
Wow.
I didn't know who he was at the time, but I mean, he came out to be a superstar.
So the last one. You need one more to complete.
Okay.
I said we need one more fighter to complete your top 5.
One more.
Yeah.
I would say probably Julio Cesar Chavez, man.
Chavez is good.
Yeah, and
That's good.
just seeing his background, so it's
good.
inspiring.
That's good. What's your favorite food?
What was my what?
What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Oh man, that's
For
a
sure.
boxer's food right there.
Yeah, pizza.
Once you make the weight,
Yeah, that's.
it just
I'm gonna go straight for some pizza after the fight.
after the fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
After weighing in, so I try to go a little bit healthier.
Okay.
But after the fight, for sure, I let myself go.
So, what's your favorite car?
My favorite one?
Car.
Oh, my favorite car?
Yeah, say you just signed a contract with a top rank and you get a lot of money and you want to spend. What kind of car would you buy?
Shit, honestly, I'm not really that much into cars, so I'll just go for a truck.
Truck?
Anything, yeah, any type of
Chevy?
truck. Yeah, any, like, Tahoe, Suburban,
Tahoe.
something big for the
Cybertruck?
family.
Tesla?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. If I could afford one, I'll go
Okay.
for one. I just feel like there's never, like, something better will come out eventually. You won't ever be satisfied. So it's like they're like shoes for me. Cars are like shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay, you having a fight coming up. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I'm fighting. What's actually this Saturday already?
I know.
I'm fighting against Edgar Sims.
At the Shams.
He's 1-1. He looks like a tough guy, but that's what we've been preparing for. So.
Easy money, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
Easy money.
dude, that's what we've been training for. I'm confident in my training. Training and experience, I think that's what gives me confidence.
Is it gonna be a knockout or?
I'm hoping it's a knockout.
Deep water.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's a knockout. I'm gonna try to break him down little by little.
Yeah.
But I also wanted the last 4 rounds. I want to add more rounds to my resume.
It's so funny. Every time I watch a fight, I was at your last 2 fights.
Yeah.
I want to see more of you, honestly.
Yeah.
Because those 2 fights that I watched were knockouts.
Yeah.
So, but I love how you box. I want to see more. But
Thank you.
if it's a knockout, just get the win and
Yeah,
get out.
it's like I welcome it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like as more rounds that I put in, it'll be the better for me.
Better for you.
Yeah.
But have you ever lost there like 3 rounds, 4 rounds?
Like me winning or
Yeah,
like
winning.
losing?
Yeah, winning.
Yeah, my first 3 fights they went the distance, 4 rounds.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
So since your loss, how many straight wins have you had?
Just 2.
2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I
2
saw
knockout
the 2.
wins. That's it.
You look really good. Those
Thank
2
you,
fighters
thank
I
you.
saw, you
Yeah.
don't look like Oklahoma fighter, man.
Yeah,
You
thank
look
you.
like, people from Vegas. Have you
Yeah.
been to Vegas before?
No, I haven't. No.
Gotta get out there, just go see what it's
I'm gonna go see the Canelo fight in
going
Vegas.
on.
It's
Oh,
gonna
you
be
going
my
to see
first
Canelo
time.
fight?
Yeah.
That's
for
what's
sure.
up.
Yeah, but those two losses that I had, the first one I broke my hand. So, and I had just came back from a 3-year layoff, and then I was in recovery for a year until my thumb could get better.
Yeah.
And I jumped straight back into it.
Wow.
I prepared like 2 months, fought again, and it happens. But now I'm more careful with what I do now.
So talking about your loss, how did you come back? How did you? Because some boxers, we were talking about Aerospence, right?
Yeah.
He lost to Terrence Crawford.
Terrence Crawford.
He's been away forever.
Yeah.
So how did you get yourself back?
I guess it was more of the love for the sport
Yeah.
that got me back into it, and just me saying to myself, it can't end like this. It can't end like this.
Wow.
Yeah, so I couldn't end like with one win and 2 losses. Yeah, I had to come back from that.
So I'm gonna ask you this: outside boxing, right? What do you do for fun? Like, you know,
For fun?
you go shopping, you go play basketball, you go running, or stuff like that.
It's the weights, gym weights, and
okay.
spending time with my family. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow. So going into this fight, right? Do you have any strategy?
Any strategy?
Is it gonna be like a knockout right away, or you wanna take him down to deep water?
My strategy for most of my fights is, and for this one too, I would say go for the body.
Go for the body.
That way he can drop his hands and open up his face. But like he could adjust as well.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go expecting the worst and hoping for the best.
So who is the face of boxing for you at 135?
The best 135 pound?
135 pound. You fight at 135, right?
No, I'll fight at 154.
154?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm fighting with the big boys.
Boys. So give me your face of boxing at 135.
At 135, I would say Lomachenko, man.
Loma?
Yeah.
Better than Tang?
Tang is a good fighter, man, but I just love how Lomachenko moves. Man, he's so technical. I love that.
Wow.
For sure, for sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So Tang, Shakur Stevenson.
Tang.
What do you got?
Oh, for sure, Tang, man.
Why Tang?
Tang, I love how he is, man. I mean, he puts in the work. You see all his videos and vlogs and all that. You can tell they train like crazy. I like that about him.
Wow.
Yeah, for
sure. So, what's your short-term goal in boxing?
Short-term
Yeah.
boxing. Nos vemos, adiós. Sí, gracias. Gracias por venir. El sábado. El sábado, sí. Muchas gracias. Nos vemos. Gracias. Gracias. Nos vemos. Gracias por venir. Have a good one, man.
Good night. Your short-term goal in boxing?
Short-term.
Yeah.
First, I want to get to 10 fights.
10 fights?
I want to get to 10 fights for sure.
Okay. Then you move to Vegas?
Yeah, after 10 fights, I want to fight outside of Oklahoma already.
That's what's up.
So this is going to be my 6th fight, I think. Yeah, 6th fight.
Yeah.
Once I get to 10, I want to go start, moving around, probably to Texas and going around places. Yeah, man. Hopefully I can make it to an undercard of a superstar,
No, you're going to make it. You look really nice. Like I said, you fight you look like a Vegas fighter. Sharp, you know how to hit the body, sleek, and all that.
Yeah. Thank you.
When all is said and done with boxing, how do you want people to remember you?
I want to be remembered. Honestly, I just want to be an influence to the young guys that come here to my gym.
Wow.
Or that look up to me, my kids. Or anybody like that, man. There's a lot of good young amateurs here. I want them to eventually say, I'm gonna go pro, because most of them, they'll fight amateurs, get a lot of fights, and once they're there, they'll.
It's just because maybe their dad, mom is just dropping them off the gym.
That's true.
Only few will have that, passion to be like, I want to go pro.
And I've known a lot of guys that are really good, but they never give it a shot at the pros. So that's what I hope for them to eventually fight pro.
So, say you have like you said, younger fighter coming up. How would you advise them to get into boxing? Say you see somebody that is good, but it's not really thinking about going pro. How will you influence them to go pro?
How would I influence them to go pro?
Yeah. Like advice?
I mean, what I usually just tell them is that they don't want to live with the regret of what would have happened if I would have went pro, because I almost lived with that regret, because I fought once and then I was regretting it every day. I was like, man, I should have fought one more time, So that would be my advice.
That's
You don't want to
what's
live with that regret.
So where did you get your motivation to come back? Fam, to ask you again.
Honestly, it was the funniest thing, but I had a little conflict at work with a coworker.
Oh.
And you know, he was pushing me
Wanna leave
around.
9 to 5? Fuck
Made me
9 to
feel
5.
made me feel like, you know,
Yeah.
it woke that animal inside of me.
That's a good story, though. Yeah.
I was like, man, you don't know me, you know.
That's a good story.
And that's
right
what
there.
just made me want to start training again.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, it's been my pleasure, hanging out with you today.
Yeah.
And I want to wish you, victory on Saturday
Yes, thank you.
night in your fight.
No, thank
so
you
much,
for coming
brother.
out, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming and getting to know
You
the
have
gym.
the last word for some of your fans that they're gonna be coming to see you on Friday.
I want to give a big shout out to my coach Vicente, Coach Chuy, everybody that comes here to Cueva de Guerrero, all my family in Mexico, Coahuila, my friends and family in Texas, my wife, my dad, and mom that are watching me.
Don't forget your
Just a
baby,
big
yo.
shout out. Oh yeah, my two baby
Is it David,
boys,
right?
David, and I have a 1-year-old Liam.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully I can get him in the ring after the win on Saturday.
All right.
For
Good
sure.
luck, brother.
Thank you, man.
Stay
I
blessed.
appreciate it. Thank you, man.
In the corner. Trying to get out. Jab.
I know.
There you go. Down that left. There you go. Vamos, Cristian. Vamos. Come on, Christian. Último. Face the body. Vamos, parcero. Yeah. Now top. Yeah. Vamos. Tiene el cuerpo para enfrente, chico. Muévase. Para atrás no. Are you off the baby? No, come on. Double check that right. Vamos, Cristian, y el último. Come on, stay with it. Vamos. Stay with it, Ethan. Tired, come on. Vamos. Upper. Step back. Get it second. Stay in the middle of the ring. Stay in the middle of the ring. Stay in the middle of the ring. Don't throw down on your punches, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Vamos, Cristian. Vamos. Vamos, Cristian. Upper. Right up. Ya no queda nada, 5. 4. 3.